welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Haley. Welcome. Today is New Year's Eve and I'm so excited to be spending a few minutes getting ready with you guys. I did a poll on my Instagram. If you're not following me, I'll put my handle up here. Go follow me. Love to have you on the Instagram squad. And I did a poll on my Instagram story asking if you guys wanted to see a get ready with me or a tutorial, and it was mostly get ready with me, but I had quite a few people also asking for a tutorial, so I thought I'd sort of combine the two into one video. So I decided to sort of talk you through my makeup process and actually get ready for New Year's. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, I have somewhere to be, so let's jump right into this video. So let's jump right into this New Year's Eve glam get ready with me tutorial type deal. So I am super excited. I definitely want to go for something smoky and cool toned, lots of silvers today. So that's what I'm feeling. That's my vibe. I'm living for it. I'm so excited. And of course we're going to be using the Sultry palette. Right, so first step, primer. I'm gonna prime. So we've been renovating our new studio space for the past few days, and you know, it's been really good, but my skin is so dry just from all the insulation and the drywall dust. It's, you know, a little bit tough on the skin, so yeah, I just want to make sure I give a really good priming job. But yeah, so that's been my last few days, is just sort of getting the studio all renovated. I don't think I have any vlogs up yet, but I am vlogging the process of renovating my new studio. But it's Monday today, so I'll probably start uploading vlogs on Wednesday, just because my schedule for the past little while, with the exception of Vlogmas, has been Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Do you guys like that schedule? Let me know down below. Do you guys like uploading in the morning or night? Let me know in the comments below. It'd be really helpful for me. And I want to give you guys what you want, right? Now that my skin is all primed, I'm going to go in with some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just sort of conceal all this redness. This usually happens when I get dry. My skin just gets really like tight and red, which is not a fun time, but you know, that's what makeup's for and we deal with it. I'm trying to be a real beauty guru and do this with my hair down, but I'm telling you right now, I don't think that I'm gonna last. Alright, my Morphe foundation brush to blend this all out. Oh yeah, I remember when foundation brushes were all the rage, but now it's all about beauty blenders. That certainly made a big difference. Alright, you guys already know Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter. I think it might be Pro Filter Soft Matte. I don't know. It's something like that. I'll see if I got it right. Pro Filter Soft Matte. There we go. So we're just gonna put this right on the skin. I don't want to have too much foundation on, but I do want to have high coverage just because this is going to be like a full glam look. Ooh, so pretty. Put a ton of concealer on today just because this is going to be more of a full coverage glam look like I was saying before. So we're just gonna layer it on, blend her out. Alright guys, so the base is on and I want this to be like an all night look because New Year's, I'm gonna be, you know, out with friends or friends. I'm gonna be out doing stuff and I just want to make sure that my makeup looks bomb all night. So I'm gonna take a few steps that I usually don't do just to ensure that this happens. So I already primed my face really well, which is always gonna help. I use that Professional, which is really good at stopping oil from coming through, but I'm now gonna go in and use a cream blush underneath my powder blush just so everything stays on really well and it doesn't fade, because your blush is always the first thing that will go. So I'm gonna go in with my Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Puff. I love this stuff. This is like a summer staple for me, and I'm literally just gonna take like that much on the back of my hand. This is gonna look insane, but I'm just gonna take it with my finger like this and dab it on my cheeks. Now, if you're feeling bold and experimental, you can definitely leave your blush like this. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm just gonna use the backside of my beauty blender to blend that out. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, guys. So I wouldn't normally go in with blush first, but you never want to use a cream product on top of a powder product just because it won't blend as well. And I probably should have done this first, but I'm gonna go in with my Chanel Universal Bronzing Base. It's the Soleil Tan de Chanel. And it's pretty new. It still looks like this. I've used it a couple of times, but I just took like a good amount. That looks like a lot, but I promise you it's not that much. And I just put that on this big duo fiber brush. And we're just gonna bronze, keeping it mostly back here. Ooh, so pretty. Yeah, if you're into cream bronzers and cream products, I definitely highly recommend this product. It's very expensive, but I mean, it will literally last you forever. I don't typically bake my face, but I want to tonight just because I'm gonna be out and I just want to make sure that my makeup looks really good all night long. Lightly set the face everywhere else. And I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes. I never do this, you guys. I will sometimes set my face and set my under eyes with loose powder and bake like this, but most of the time I just literally wipe it off right away. But I think I'm actually gonna sit here and let it bake for a little while just so I know everything's not gonna budge all night long. All right, guys, so it has been about 10-ish minutes, which is really excessive, but you know, a girl's gotta check Instagram. But anyways, so I'm gonna kick off my bake now, and I'm gonna do that using the Hourglass Luminous Light powder. And I'm just gonna tap into it like this. And the reason that I'm doing this is because sometimes when I bake, just with my skin the way that it is, it can look a little bit powdery and cakey after I bake, and which is like super normal. But it can look really powdery and really cakey, and I want my skin to look as flawless as possible, so this will definitely help bring like a nice lifelike, skin-like, glowy look to my skin. You can see already on my cheeks how much of a difference it's made. Alright, so I'm loving the way that my skin is looking, and I think before I finish up the rest of my face makeup, I'm gonna go in with my brows super quick. I'm gonna use my dip brow today, and I'm gonna do that off camera because I think tonight's gonna take me a little bit longer because they need to be bold. Alright guys, so brows are on. I used my Anastasia dip brow like I said before, and I also set them in place using the Anastasia clear brow gel. That stuff is a godsend. Right, so I'm gonna put some powder bronzer, powder blush, and highlighter on, and then we're gonna move on to the eye. Oh my gosh, and I totally forgot that we were gonna contour. It's not too late to contour. I'm gonna do a little bit of it, but I'm just gonna do like the tiniest little bit. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC contour kit. This is the Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette. It's got some really awesome shades in it. Looks like that. I'm gonna use this middle shade right here to contour. And this brush that I'm using is just a free gift from Sephora. I'm just gonna super slightly contour my nose as well. I never do this ever, but it's New Year's, so why not? Why not go ham on the makeup? Alright, that's basically all the contouring I'm gonna do. You can see that my cheeks just look a little bit more lifted and sculpted. I am gonna go back in with my Hourglass powder and a little bit of, mixed with a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder just to make sure that everything's looking really blended and seamless. Okay guys, I'm gonna be using Becca Pearl to highlight today. I love Becca highlighters so much. I surprisingly only have one, but I do have a liquid highlighter as well that I use all the time. So I'm gonna take a fair amount of this. You can see this highlight is completely white. There you go. So you can see it's absolutely and completely white, and it looks a little sparkly in the pan, but on the skin it gives you that really wet look. I love using this white highlighter on days where I'm doing like a super cool toned look, like anything with silver eyeshadow. This really adds to it and just makes it so pretty, because I find if I'm using like silver eyeshadow or silver glitter, I want to make sure that I'm cohesive, and this is much more cool tone than obviously a gold would be, so I wouldn't want to use like a gold highlighter or like a rosy pink. So this is like the perfect highlighter for that. And I actually think what I'm gonna do is be super extra and spray my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. I have not done this in so long because it just makes everything so intense, but I'm gonna take my product, get like a ton on there. That's a lot. I might regret this. Gonna spray it. just like a very, very slight spritz though. And let's see what happens. Oh! Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm so happy. I'm gonna put this everywhere. Just pack that on and above my brows too. That is blinding and I'm living. And I'm just gonna take a touch of my Tarte Party Blush just to make sure that everything's blended. Okay guys, I'm super excited because it is now time to work on the eyes, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do today. I actually created this look a couple days ago because I was trying things out. Obviously I didn't want to mess things up like on New Year's, so I tried it out before and it looks stunning, so I'm super excited to recreate it today and hopefully do even better because it'll be my second time doing this. This palette is stunning, you guys. If you are a makeup lover, you need this in your life. I absolutely love that it is a cool toned palette. In my opinion, I am so tired of all of the peachy warm palettes. I'm really into berry tones right now. Like, I was gifted the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette and I've been wearing that a lot recently. I think that it's really beautiful. I'm loving the berry tones, but as far as like oranges and warm tones go, I'm a little bit over it. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Twig, which is a very pretty cool toned brown, and I'm gonna pack this into the crease. And I'm actually gonna take it quite a bit higher than I usually would, focusing it on the outer corners and then bringing it in. And slowly just building that shade up. And I'm definitely going for, as always, a nice round shape to the eye, so I'm gonna make sure I'm focusing it on the inner corner as well. And blending upwards when there's less product on my brush. And I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Fresh again, just to sort of act as an eraser up by my brow bone. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with the shade Dystopian, which is the beautiful cool tone chocolatey brown in the palette. And I'm gonna take this in the crease as well, just a little bit lower, and more so on the outer corner. And I'm also going to drag it onto the lid a little bit as well, just to help the blending process. And back in with the shade Twig to continue blending. And also back in with the shade Fresh again. I think what I'm gonna do is warm it up just a tiny little bit. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Birch, which is a more like almost mustard yellow toned brown. I'm just gonna put that right in the upper crease just to warm it up a little bit. And that's literally all I'm gonna do. And you can see it just made it look a little bit less crazy. And using a pencil brush, I'm going to really carve out the crease now using the shade Noir, which is a black. Keeping this color right on the outside of my eye, as well as blending it into the lash line. And just mixing the shades Twig and Birch again, I'm gonna continue blending upwards. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna pack on a lid shade. I'm gonna use the shade Cyborg, which is this absolutely stunning silver shade. And I'm going in, of course, with my MAC 242 brush, absolutely loading it onto the brush and spraying it with some MAC Fix Plus, and pack it on the lid. Alright guys, so I thought I would go ahead and get the other eye all caught up just off camera because this blending was taking me a little bit of time, which is a-okay, but I am running a little bit late as usual for my event, so I am just gonna finish this eye look up super quick. So I've packed on my silver shadow and I might go in with some glitter, but we'll talk about that in a second. I'm gonna go in with the shade Noir just on my lower lash line with a pencil brush. And one thing that really helps your eyes look round and connected all the way around is making sure that your crease sort of connects to your lower lash line, so you can see the difference there and there. That silver shade covered it up just a little bit, so I'm just gonna fix that real quick. just right on the crease. So I'm sort of extending my outer V to my lower lash line as well. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna blend that out really quick using a more brown shade just so it looks a little bit more cohesive. So in with the shade Dystopian. Blend it into the silver. Yeah. See, smoky eyes all have an ugly, super ugly phase, and then once you get through it, they look stunning and they all come together, but you have to be okay with looking ugly for like a few minutes because it happens. I'm gonna take the shade Dystopian on that same pencil brush and I'm just gonna drag it in the crease. Okay, and then in with the shade Noir. Oh my god, my brush just broke. All right, now that we've put our brush back together, in with the shade Noir. Oh yeah. That is what I'm talking about, people. Essentially just went like that. And then we're gonna take a little bit of a bigger brush, dip into a brown, and just blend out that harsh line. I'm gonna mix Twig and Birch just so it's not so cool toned. Make sure I'm blending upwards, not downwards, so I'm not covering that beautiful silver shade. You guys, this might be one of my favorite looks I've done ever. I totally am not doing what I did a couple days ago as practice. Yeah, this is totally different, but that's okay. We're living. Okay, I'm happy with how this is looking. I'm gonna go back down to the lower lash line now. In with the shade Birch and Twig. Blending it out and taking it all the way in. See how that just finishes a little bit more? Look at this eye compared to that eye. It's just a subtle difference, but it finishes it so nicely. Yep, that's gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that silver shade. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go in with the glitter. Why not? Okay, I'm doing it. Why not? I actually have so much cosmetic glitter, like so much, because I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Lit Cosmetics. If you haven't, go check them out because they are literally lit. I know the owner's mom really well, actually. I've known her pretty much my whole life, and she lives locally, and she just randomly gave me a bunch of samples one day. So I have like this times a million. I have like every shade 7 times. I don't actually know. It's insane how much glitter I have. I don't even know how much I have. Sorry, I'm just digging through a bag right now. So I have a bunch of these. They're literally testers. So I've got a Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, this top one looks amazing. All right guys, so essentially what you do with Lit Cosmetics glitter is you dip your brush. Oh my gosh, my dogs are barking. Stop it. Dip it in the glue and literally just dip it right in the glitter like that. And we're gonna put it on the eye. I'm just gonna focus it in the very inner corner. Oh my gosh, that's freaking stunning. And I'm just sort of blending it into my other eyeshadow. So I'm loving how this is looking, and I think I'm actually gonna put a little bit of glitter right here in the inner corner on the lower lash line as well, just to keep it cohesive. Then I'm going in with brow bone highlight and inner corner highlight and lips, setting spray, and mascara, no lashes, you know how I do. And then we'll be done. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am in love with this! Oh! So I'm just gonna use Becca Pearl to highlight the inner corner and brow bone. And for all my dancers out there, this Lit Cosmetics is what Cirque du Soleil uses in their shows. Just saying. Right, loading up that mascara. I'm really late, you guys. I like need to go like yesterday. Ooh, I'm so late. Just like hardcore loading that on. All right, lips and setting spray, and we're good to go. So I'm going in with Bite Beauty Honeycomb Lipstick. This is just a little sample of it, but it's a super beautiful nude, and I have such bold eyes that I don't want to do any sort of crazy color. And to finish everything off, using my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, because this locks your makeup in all night. We love a good sister setting spray. Ew, I hate myself. James Charles, stop quaking. Ew. Alright you guys, so that is the completed look for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me / tutorial. I hope you learned something, and if you were doing your makeup with me, that's awesome. That's what I love about YouTube. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video and want to see more super glam looks like this, because I never do it and then I do it and realize I love it so much. So if you guys want to see more of this stuff, then please be sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know you liked it. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel down below. It would mean the world to me. We'd love to have you join the family. Wishing you guys a extremely wonderful and happy new year. Have a super fun and safe time tonight, guys. Make really good decisions. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, I will see you guys in 2019, and I wish you guys a wonderful and enjoyable and super safe night. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your New Year's Eve hanging out and chatting with me and getting ready together, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Let's jump into this New Year's Eve glam tutorial. Oh my